Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, in today's video, I will be doing the part 2 of the ALT application process for Filipinos. I will be talking about the documentation process only. So I will be talking about all the documents that you will be submitting if you pass the interview and all the application process. So before I begin, I would like to apologize to those of you waiting for this video. I'm really sorry if it took too long for me to upload and make this video because I was busy with other things, with my summer break and all the travels I did. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that, but here is the video. And also, before I begin, I would like to make a little disclaimer. I applied for this job 2 years ago. I might be able to forget some of the documents, so it might be inaccurate already, and I don't know the process now and the documents and the requirements now if it's still the same as what I submitted. I will try to be as accurate as possible. I will be looking at my phone from time to time because I listed all the documents that I submitted here so as not to forget and leave out any other important information. So please bear with me. The very first document that you should possess is a passport, a valid passport. Second is a driver's license. So you should acquire a driver's license at least 3 months before departing to Japan. Why 3 months? Because you will use that driving license here in Japan in case you will be given a driving position. And why 3 months? Why not 1 month or 2 months? Why? Because when you're here in Japan already, you will be using your Philippine driver's license and an international driving permit. You will be using an IDP for a year, and then after that, you will be required to get a Japanese license. And then they will be looking at your driving record. For them, you need to have 3 months of driving experience back in your home country before you can change your Philippine license to a Japanese license. So I think that is just a justifiable requirement for you to at least have a 3-month driving experience back in your home country before coming to Japan to drive. Third, you will need to acquire an IDP or an international driving permit, as I have mentioned before, for you to drive here in Japan. Just a little information about the IDP. The IDP must only be obtained on a date set by Chesham for you. Do not get the IDP in advance. Fourth, you need a driving certification. Where can you get this driving certification? This driving certification can be acquired at your local LTO where you got your license. So you need the driving certification for your driving license to be red ribbon in the DFA. Fifth is a driving record. I don't know if your local LTO can give you a copy of your driving record, but in the past, in my experience, I need to acquire the driving record from the main office in Manila. So it was a little difficult for me to get it because I'm from Mindanao. So it was a bit of a hassle on my part, but I don't know now if you can get your driving record from your local LTO. Again, your Philippine driver's license and your driving certificate will need to be red ribbon. Next is a recent Nbi Clearance. You will need to submit a photocopy and a clear copy to the agency. Next, you will need to submit 2 identical size color photographs with white background 4 cm by 3 cm. So for the next documents I will be talking about, these documents must be authenticated by the Department of Foreign Affairs under the red ribbon process. So first document that needs to be red ribbon is a copy of your college diploma and a college transcript of record, medium of instruction certificate that would prove that my medium of instruction in the university was English. So there will be a format given to you by Chesham, and this format must be strictly followed by the schools, by your elementary school, high school, and university. Why do you need an MOI or a medium of instruction? The reason is because for you to get an instructor's visa, the Japanese government will need to calculate the total number of years you went to school with English as the medium of instruction. It should be 12 years or above. Otherwise, you will not be granted the instructor's visa. So let's go back to my college documents. So I went to the office and told them that I need a transcript of record, a copy of my diploma, and a medium of instruction. And I told them that I will need to have this red ribbon. So I just paid at the cashier, and then they forwarded my documents to CHED. I didn't have to go to CHED to have it authenticated or what, but yeah, I just told them that this will be red ribbon, and then they gave me a claim stub with a date of release at the DFA. I don't know if your school or your college or university will have the same process, because I know some friends, some ALTs, they needed to go to CHED to submit the documents, and then after that they needed to personally submit to DFA for it to be red ribbon. After that, I traveled all the way to my elementary school and high school. The good thing is that I have the same elementary and high school, so it wasn't that difficult for me to acquire a copy of my Form 137 and a copy of my high school diploma and a copy of my Form 137 for elementary and my elementary school diploma. So I told them that I need to have this red ribbon for this job I am applying in Japan. After giving me the copy of Form 137 and my high school diploma and a copy of my Form 137 for elementary and elementary diploma, I went to DepEd and they put something like a paper of endorsement, and after that I needed to go to the Regional Department of Education, another endorsement letter. Then after that they gave me a claim stub. Again, this claim stub is for the DFA. It says the date when I can claim the red ribbon transcript of records and diploma for elementary and high school. I would like to emphasize on the medium of instruction certificate. Again, you will need to have a medium of instruction certificate from your elementary, high school, and university. So these will be in separate letters, in separate certification, following the format that the agency will be giving you. I will read any deviation from the set format will render the letter invalid, whether or not it is authenticated by the DFA. So some schools, some universities, some colleges may have their format of the medium of instruction, but tell them that you need this format. They need to follow this format because this is the required format for you to acquire the Japanese visa. Next is, if you are a professional teacher holding a professional teacher PRC card, you'll need to submit a copy of your PRC ID and have this red ribbon. Next is, you will need to get a medical certificate from a DOEH accredited and a POEA approved medical clinic of your choice. So if you do not know any medical institution that is POEA approved or DOEH approved, you can Google it and see all the list of medical institutions where you can get your medical examination from. This document should prove that you do not have TB and that you are physically fit to work and live here in Japan. Also, the agency and Interact will require you to have a copy of your x-ray in a CD format. Next is that you will need to have a Japanese language letter of competency or any document that would prove that you studied Japanese before coming to Japan. So those are the documents that I needed to acquire and submit to the agency. There will be more documents like the application for COE or the application for certificate of eligibility and visa application forms, but the agency will be giving it to you. All you need is to fill out all the forms and then submit it via LBC to the agency. But you do not need to do that yet if you're still in the process of application, because the agency will be giving all these to you. What I mentioned are just the documents that you need to personally acquire from the institutions, from schools, and from DepEd and CHED. The agency will not be telling you to get the documents that I have mentioned when you are still in the application process. The agency will be giving you a maximum of 3 months to gather all the documents. Do it fast as much as possible. If you have gathered all the documents promptly, then you will be deployed to Japan faster. So if you submit the documents late, your departure to Japan will also be delayed. Also, before I forget, many of you asked me how much did it cost me to come here to Japan gathering all the documents. Well, right now I cannot do a video of that because I will need to recall and tally all the expenditures because I want my videos to be as accurate as possible. I will be making a part 3 of this ALT application process series. So for the part 3, I will be talking about money, how much you need to prepare, and how much I needed to pay for the documents and all that. So I think that's all I need to say for this video. I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments regarding the documentation process, please comment them down below. To my subscribers, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel, and to those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and click the like button. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye!